Wow, your relationship with Tiffany has changed.
Whatever you got my father into, I will find out.
I
And
was
I will shout it to the world.
I was going to tell you. I just can't do it here in front of everybody else. Long term, it was better for me to tell her the truth. Long term.
So sorry, really. It's such a shame. At least he went out with a bang, right?
Oh,
for that,
great.
we can all be grateful.
You knew my father.
Well, no, but judging by all the lovely people here, he must have been quite a man. Either that, or he left a lot of money.
Excuse me?
Just saying.
Hey, how about giving Tiffany some space? Huh?
Bruce! Buddy! It's good to see you.
Come on, man. She's been through a lot.
You're absolutely right. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Okay.
Look, I know it's a closed casket, but I can see by the jeans. Your friend was a looker, huh?
Why are you here, John?
I told you I'd see you again.
John Doe is definitely... If John Doe didn't send me some homosexual vibes before, he's definitely doing it now.
You and me, we're two threads in the same stitch.
I stand...
Look,
my case stands.
I got you a little something, just to mark the occasion.
He's definitely shipping himself to us. There's nothing else. Get well soon, John.
I knew you'd be hurting, see? I thought it might make you feel better.
I don't know. I don't even know what to say. I don't know what to say.
I'm so glad you like it.
I'm speechless.
People get upset at the littlest things. It hasn't been easy for me out here, you know? I'm the new guy now. It's the freedom that gets to you.
He's touching.
He's
He's
Know
touching.
what to do with it.
He's definitely getting to her bubble. Man,
not like
this
Arkham.
guy's throwing himself at Bruce hard. Not that I blame him, but
Sometimes I
man.
miss those padded walls. You knew where the lines were drawn. Which ones not to cross.
You can't possibly mean that. Arkham is hell.
It was my home, Bruce. And home is where the heart is. I'm almost sorry that I convinced Dr. Leland to release me.
If everyone could please take their seats, we will begin.
Would you
Just sit down.
Today we gather to honor the memory of Lucius Fox. He was a friend, a father, a husband, a leader.
You are crashing my friend's funeral, John. You better have a good reason.
Oh, I do. I need that, favor you owe me.
Here we go.
You know, you might have been a little reluctant at the time.
I didn't
but
actually.
If it wasn't for me.
I didn't actually
you'd still
accept.
be in Arkham.
I didn't actually accept the
Sleeping
terms
off your
of
meds
that.
in the rec room with Zaz.
I never promised anything.
You're gonna do
John
right
Doe.
by me, aren't you?
I don't technically
I
owe
know
you anything.
you're a man of your word.
I never made that promise. Just to be fair.
I never made that promise.
I got into a lot of trouble for what we did, Bruce. You saw that place, saw those doctors.
Has left us. Matthew tells us, "Blessed are those who mourn."
You see, I met some inspiring people out here, made some new friends, made a kind of pact. They're amazing, Bruce. That special breed who live by their own rules. They remind me of you, of your father.
So who are they?
You'll find out when you meet them. They're looking to bring someone like you into the fold.
Many of you have shared your favorite stories.
What kind of orgy are you trying to
will
pull
meet
me
them
into,
for me,
John Doe?
won't you? Please, I've got a lot riding on this. I already told them you would. Please don't let me down.
I'm gonna think about it, only because it's rude for me to talk during the guy talking about the...
Don't freeze me out. Please? Disappointing. You know, I spoke so highly of you.
Here we go.
I told them you'd fit right in. Just makes me want, I don't know, lash out. Shh. 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 We're here to mourn. Please, you shush me again. You'll be mourning the loss of your teeth.
Just tell him you're sorry and let it go. He's very sorry. We both are.
I am. I'm sorry. You should be allowed to enjoy the funeral in peace.
This is so
Sorry,
awkward.
Bruce, that outburst, it's antisocial, I know.
And awkward.
Dr. Leland says I have a hard time handling rejection.
That's
I
not...
think it's the stress. You see, I've got this enemy. Real piece of work.
Really?
Calls himself the Riddler.
Uh-huh. You don't say.
How do you know the Riddler?
Know him? I want to rip his eyeballs out. He's a thief and a killer, and worst of all, he's rude.
You don't say.
I tried to let the authorities know the kind of lowlife they're dealing with, but... Wait a minute, you know him too. Of course, a man of Bruce Wayne's caliber knows everyone, so I shouldn't be surprised. Not your usual crowd, though. Or so I thought.
Just from the news. The guy's clearly a murderer, sick in the head.
Don't know the half of it. If I had my way, that smarmy know-it-all would never leave his hole.
His whole... You know where he is.
No, not exactly, no. Maybe I said too much.
Okay. I figured he'll tell me if I don't seem interested. He'll tell me if I don't seem to be begging for it.
Yeah, I really don't know much. I heard the egomaniac always made people go to him for meetings. Somewhere in the East End.
Where in the East End?
Honestly, that's all I know. And even that might be out of date.
See, I was right.
If you're so eager to find him, why don't you let me help you? I'll find out where he is and get back to you.
Does that mean I'm gonna owe you
See if
some
I can't
favors?
find out where that jerk puts his head down. It'd be just like the old days.
Let me think about it.
Don't you worry about a thing. I'll take care of this.
He interpreted however he wants to interpret
Look,
it.
I think I outstayed my welcome here. I'm just gonna slip away. Excuse me. I'm sorry.
He was like begging for him to like grab him.
It's been
Begging
so
for
nice
him, but
catching
he
up,
didn't.
Bruce. I miss this. This trust between us.
I'll trust him for now.
I know we'll see each other again soon.
Be in touch.
I'll trust him
Bye,
for now.
Bruce. Until next time.
Intriguing fellow. Certainly not one for decorum.
That's one way to put it, Alfred.
I don't think that outburst went unnoticed.
Yeah, I know.
Whatever you say about John, he gave me a lead on Riddler's location. Inform Gordon. Tell him to drag up GCPD records on Gotham's East End. And tell him we're on Riddler's trail.
A friend in need indeed. I get such a bad feel for him, I swear. He seems like... Okay, well let's go back. just normal corporate stuff. People die all the time in this business. Girl, how was I supposed to know vinyl would blow up? You think a funeral like this would have security or be like private? That's true. Funny Joker. Then again, I've never really been to a funeral before, so I don't know what it's like. Probably should have used better phrasing. Oh god, we're shipping Bruce with more villains. Joe Doe is the new ship. Watches the card as some kind of powder, something dangerous on it, a hidden message in invisible ink. So, bro for ship names? I think he generally wants to be Bruce's friend, and that's the scariest part. If John Doe is the only option for a gay Batman, the latter deserves better. The famous ship name is Batjokes? Bro is a good name, though. I stepped away for a moment. What happened? Death. Joker is crashing a funeral. Well, just Joker's more interested in Bruce than Batman. I don't think there was much interaction with him and Batman. That's really interesting distinction. Normally, it is Joker more obsessed over Batman. This Joker is obsessed with Bruce, which I think is really, really cool departure from the canon, from the standard canon. Well, Joker would be pushy to whether you promise or not. He seems to like Bruce more, which is something different. I get such a bad feel from him, I swear. Though I get the feeling he knows Batman is Bruce, considering he knew Vicky Vale. I'd be more worried if you got a good feel from him. John, this is so rude. He never met Batman as far as I recall. It's a nice switch since Joker usually hates Bruce and loves Batman. He does if you go to Arkham or something when you're trying to find Vicky. All he says something is like big fan, and that's all I can remember. I think you shouldn't have silenced him. Either he actually does dislike him or he's secretly on his team, as in the Riddler. Rude, like ruder than crashing a funeral? Yeah, that's what I was thinking. His definitions of rude are shaky. You never be rude at a funeral. That's just basic logic. Very timely rivalry in this game, considering the current Batman comic arc is Joker versus Riddler. I don't think he follows logic in any way. The Joker isn't one for following social or societal conventions. Trust, huh? I trust him as far as I can throw him. Joker is more thirsty for Bruce than Hark is for Harvey. I would like to hope so. I feel like he'd probably find the tracking device, and he seems way too eager to help. How strong are you, warrior? Well, to be fair, Batman can probably throw Joker pretty far. I love this version of the Joker. Bravo to the voice actor. John Doe is a bit of an exercise in prejudice. You are facing a new universe, but at the same time, you have a lot of reasons to distrust the Joker and everything he says. Strong enough. I'm sure we'll see what Bruce do that soon. So it means you can trust him. That was a pretty awesome Joker. Yes, begrudgingly.
Enjoying the view.
Hard to do these days. There's one thing for the bad parts of town to get uglier. But when places like Wayne Tower start falling apart, makes you wonder what's next. I'll bet Bruce Wayne is wondering the same thing. Seems like the world's got it out for that guy. Spends some time in Arkham, gets drugged through the dirt by the media for something he didn't do. Finally picks himself up, and what happens? Someone bombs his company.
Bruce Wayne picked himself up once. He could do it again.
He certainly showed us that much, didn't he? You said you had a lead on Riddler.
Hiding somewhere in East End.
Why am I not surprised? East End's been a no-man's land since Harvey Dent blew it up. I've tried to get more patrols out there, but City Hall's not giving up the funds. The area between 42nd and 48th, more or less lawless.
That narrows down the search at least.
Welcome to the live stream, Kiki and Starwing.
Looks like gang activity's heating up along 43rd.
Yeah, I'll see what I can do. Hey, I get it, but we're stretched thin, I told you. Riddler's a loner. I bet he's avoiding that area.
The land at the end of 44th was recently purchased anonymously.
The only thing there is an old water tower. Something feels fishy about that. My gut tells me that's the place.
Agreed.
Okay.
Nice work, Batman. Hey, if this lead pans out, Waller will have to eat her words.
If it pans
Whatever you
out.
said to her at the casino really got up her nose. I have to tell you, I got a bad feeling about her.
How so?
It's the way she goes after criminals. She's ruthless. puts her people at risk. And believe me, she doesn't let due process get in her way. So stop at nothing.
So she's
I
a
mean
renegade.
nothing to get her man. It doesn't sit right with
You
me.
have a good heart, Jim.
I don't think she's good for Gotham.
You're a good man, Jim.
As far as law enforcement goes, Jim, you are the best of it. I don't know many cops with as much heart as you.
Oh,
I appreciate you saying that.
shucks.
Waller, she doesn't see that as a strength. I was ordered to give her updates on breaks in the Riddler case. If there's a chance he's there, we should probably let her know. Don't want to give her ammunition with the governor. She's already got him breathing down my neck about what went down at the casino.
What happens if I just let it? If I just don't say anything?
I guess it's the right thing to do. I'll have my people call her people on the way.
Fine. I wanted Jim to decide.
Riddler won't feel so clever after we come knocking.
I wanted Jim to decide what to do. And I'm glad he decided for me. Batman's is like, I'm not gonna tell you what to do, Jim. You do whatever your heart tells you is right. Whatever your heart tells you. Showtime. Nice shoes.
No one's home.
I told Waller about our lead on this place. She's caught up in briefings, can't get here for a while.
Oh,
She
convenient.
said she appreciates the cooperation.
That was on you, Jim. You were the one who decided that, not me.
Not exactly cozy, is it?
Let's see what we can learn.
Love all the green fluorescent lights. Newspaper clippings.
Someone's keeping a scrapbook.
Thane, isn't he?
Monkey statue.
See no evil. Hear no evil.
Speak no evil.
Speak no evil.
It's probably gonna be part of a riddle, is my guess. Yep. It's gonna be
Damn it!
jigsaw time.
It's stuck!
We have a puzzle to
No way
break.
to open it from the inside.
Then how do we get out?
We solve a riddle.
We go in.
After you.
Don't worry, Jim. I'll protect you. Clever. Oh my goodly gosh.
Give me a good, honest crack house any day.
Oh. What do we have? Who do we have here? Is it... Oh. Is it Blake? Is that Agent Blake?
Oh, God.
Special Agent Mario Fernandez.
Fernandez?
Holy crap. He's one of Waller's.
Oh. So it was an agent of Waller's, but not Blake.
One of his pupils is fully dilated. The other's contracted. A clear sign of brain trauma.
Huh. There's no sign of a blow to the head.
The man bit his tongue clean through.
Oh my gosh.
Must have suffered a shock. Or a sudden jolt.
Oh my gosh.
There's some hemorrhaging from the ears.
His eardrums must have burst.
My goodness gracious.
He's missing parts of his fingers on the right
He was
hand.
trying to get out, escape.
We saw this before. The victim in the casino.
Oh, that's true. Let's check his feet before we get to the phone.
One shoe is missing.
The sole of the other one's almost completely melted through.
Wow, what in the world?
He was trying to call for help. The phone isn't getting a signal.
Damn it. Me either.
Whoa. It's that same wanna leave?
That's
Get
a hell of an
inside.
invitation.
Riddler's playing games.
Great.
Bet he tried to play along.
We can learn from his mistakes. Let's find out what he did wrong.
His shoes burned.
One shoe, melted.
Must belong to poor Cinderella over there.
Right. Melted shoe. Not to the missing fingers. Unfinished chamber.
Prototype of the trap he used on Mori. The armor, extremely sturdy, ensuring there's no possible way to open them other than solving his riddles.
This is an insane way to commit crimes, even for this city.
Metal mesh lining the walls. Riddler has converted this entire place into a giant Faraday cage.
Faraday what?
An enclosure designed to block electromagnetic fields. No signals in or out.
Guess it explains why our phones aren't getting signals. Clever son of a bitch.
Masks.
Yeah, speak no evil, hear no
Each
evil.
one missing a different facial feature.
See no evil. Yeah,
The senses. They're missing their senses.
exactly.
Like the monkey statues.
Exactly.
You're right. There must be a connection.
I figured that was part of the riddle.
Safes with electronic locks. Shut tight.
See no evil
These
first.
must be the goal
Hear
of
no
whatever
evil
game
second.
we're playing.
Speak no evil last.
There are blades inside.
Oh my
And
goodness.
a lot of blood.
The fingers. The guy's fingers.
We know Riddler likes penalizing his victims for wrong answers.
Yeah, there's fingers in there. Booby trap, sharp blade inside, blood everywhere. Monitors.
Scratches on the monitor. The polarizing filter has been tampered with.
Like in sunglasses.
Monitors typically have a polarizing filter to reduce reflection.
I don't see anything.
Impossible to see with the naked eye. We're going to have to look at it through a polarized lens.
Riddler's desk.
More monkey statues.
I'm starting to sense a theme here.
Take a look at this.
Huh. Well, that's the same kind of body cam the GCPD issues its officers.
Maybe there's a clue on the recording.
Can't hurt to look.
Oh.
Because you've been so candid with me, I'm giving you a chance your other comrades won't get. A chance at getting out of this alive.
We'll catch you. The agency, they'll find...
I shouldn't have to remind you that you've been chasing me for years. And I've always been 2 steps ahead. If you win the game, I'll let you go free. And you'll get a consolation prize. An exclusive sneak peek into how I'm going to kill all of your colleagues. Now, how is that for motivation? Screw you!
He
Wow.
had the agent bound while he beat him. Another one of Riddler's sick contraptions.
Some kind of murder box, I guess. Well, he was always a wacko, but this takes it to a new level.
Won't budge.
Live another day.
Must be locked in
Something
place.
live another day.
The glass. It's polarized.
So it is.
He has to go inside.
Turn me round, but not the right way, and you might live to see another day.
What does it mean?
Turn it to the left. To the left, to the left.
It's still warm. There must be some kind of heating element underneath.
This thing is built like an oven.
Yeah.
You could be cooked alive in there.
Exactly.
this door were closed, the portal would be looking right at those monitors.
Right.
Since the monitors have been tampered with, it's likely there's a message on it. One that can only be seen with a polarized lens.
Right.
You won't know until you're inside the box, though.
Yep.
The agent must have been looking for the answer at one of these safes.
And he got the wrong one.
He chose the wrong one. Cost him his fingers.
Yeah.
Hey, I got a hunch. Come here. No matter how careful Riddler is, chances are good he hasn't scrubbed his own computer.
Good call. It's worth checking out.
Arms dealer email. You
Boy,
win from
you
Rumi.
sold technology to Riddler.
Talk about strange bedfellows. You know, Waller's been keeping pretty tight tabs on Maury for a while now. She must have known.
Alright, I'll take the deal, just so long as you stay away from my family. You can pick up the product at the usual place. I'll remind you that I've complied with all of your requests up to this point. After this transaction, we're done. Stick
What
to
does
the
it
plan
say?
From H.
Riddler's not working alone.
Just wonderful. More psychos to worry about.
He and his colleagues, they don't see eye to eye. Apparently they don't like his beef with me.
Hey, maybe we'll get lucky to kill each other.
I don't think we'll be that lucky. E, for some reason so smart you sometimes, for someone so smart you act real stupid. Those resources were not for your crackpot feud with Batman. You knew that and you went ahead anyway. All you gain with your games is attention, which we really don't want right now. Stick to the plan or we'll have to make changes.
I recognize some of the names on this list.
Fernandez.
They're all Waller's people. Names, addresses, phone numbers.
Great.
We have to warn her.
First, we have to get out of here.
That's an agency issue pistol. Packs a hell of a jolt.
I saw it take down Riddler's goons at the casino. It was impressive.
Gotta give it to Waller. Her people have great tech.
He is Lauren the melted shoe.
The floor of the box heated up while the agent was inside. He tried standing on one foot to save the other, causing that shoe to catch on fire. When he exited the box, he tried to put the fire out, but couldn't. So he threw off his shoe.
You got a VR in that cowl or something?
Something like that. I've got all the pieces of Riddler's puzzle. Now I need to know what order they happened in.
Agent Fernandez woke up here after being beaten by Riddler. He saw Riddler's message on the monitors. In the death chamber. The agent entered the chamber to play Riddler's sick game. Agent Fernandez' shoe burnt by the floor of the death chamber. Well, this definitely happened just before this. The agent's goal, he guessed wrong, losing his fingers. I think he had to go into it would make sense for him to go into the chamber first because the message told him what he needed to do. So he saw the message, came out, and then he tried to get the answer here. Is my guess, is the order of things.
The agent woke up here where his body cam fell off. Once he found he couldn't call for help, he saw the message on the monitors and willingly put himself inside the murder box.
Then he came out.
The agent's shoe caught fire inside the murder box, so he opened it in a panic. As soon as he was out of the box, he ripped off the burning shoe and threw it. Somewhere in the confusion, he must have missed something crucial. From where he lost his shoe, the agent beelined for the wall of safes. He opened one, but chose poorly. The blade sliced off his fingers.
He bled to
And
death.
there he met his end.
He bled to death.
Though it's still unclear how and when his eardrums could have burst. The agent made a number of mistakes. Mistakes we can avoid. The heat inside the box forced him to run out before he
Before he could get Riddler's next clue. Poor bastard couldn't withstand the heat.
The Batsuit's armor is heat resistant. It'll buy me more time to find Riddler's next clue. Getting inside the box and starting the game is the only way we're getting out of here.
Great.
This is insane. You know that, right?
Yeah, it is.
The last man who went in there is dead. There's a good chance it'll kill you too.
Any mistake could be my last. I won't be able to do this without you, Jim.
Oh,
Wow.
oh,
When you put it like that,
Jim.
let's win this game.
Let's do it, buddy. Let's do this. Let's see if we're smarter than the agent. Batman, I believe in you. Baker. Turn it to the left,
He's
not
rising,
to the
Batman.
right. Turn the wheel, reveal the hidden message. To the left.
Almost make out a message.
Turn it to the left, not to the right.
One won't see trouble and one tells no lies. Ask the third if he hides the prize.
The monkeys. See no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil. But which one is he referring to?
Whichever one it is, the correct safe will have a face with those senses removed.
Yeah, I'll check.
One. Don't check the safes.
Ah, damn it. They're still locked shut.
They should unlock when I open this door.
One won't see trouble. No, great. Did I just die? I think I just died. Whoops. Sorry, I was trying to read the riddle again, but I
Getting
missed
inside
the
the
quick time.
box and
Alright,
starting
alright,
the
alright.
Is the only way we're getting out of here.
I should have done the quick
This is
time.
insane. You know that, right?
Yeah, I know.
The last man who went in
I'll
there
need your
is
help.
dead.
Any mistake could be my last.
Batman doesn't have a tool for that.
I won't be
Preposterous.
able to do this without
Yeah,
you.
that's
Jim.
true.
Wow.
Preposterous.
When you put it like that, let's win this game.
Bruce just cut off the lens. That's what I would do. But I guess he's trying to play this game legitimately.
He's rising, Batman.
I can almost make out a message.
Hurry the hell up.
One won't see trouble and one tells no lies. Ask the third if he hides the prize.
The monkeys. See no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil. But which one is he referring to?
Whichever one it is,
It's
the
the one-
correct
it's
safe
the-
will have
it's
a
the one- it's
face
the
with
hear no
those
evil.
senses removed.
It's the hear no evil.
I'll check.
One won't see and one won't tell.
Damn it.
So
It's still
one
locked
doesn't
shut.
see and one doesn't
They
speak.
should unlock when I open this
So
door.
here, that's kind of easy. That's a little too easy.
What the hell?
Congratulations! You're almost done. That is, if you can withstand my short-range ultrasonic device.
Great.
Let's test it out, shall we?
Here. It's the hearing. It's the hear no evil. It's the hear no evil.
Use it to open the safe!
It's the hearing one.
damn noise!
It's the hearing one. Hence the hear. need to try harder than that, Riddler.
Just in case.
Damn. Now, for the love of God, whatever's in that safe better be worth all this pain.
I'm kind of disappointed that that Riddler wasn't as difficult. That actually was pretty. I don't know. I felt that was a little too easy. But then again, I mean, when you're actually under duress, if you're actually being cooked alive and your life is, you know, being held by a flame, then yeah, it might be harder under duress. I'll admit that. A missile.
It's a homing missile.
What does it home in on?
Looking at its schematics now. A signal. A radio signal. A signal. That's how he died.
How who died?
That's how they'll all die.
Riddler.
Morty sold me missiles for all of my enemies. Everyone on my list gets one. Most won't even know what's coming. For a brief second, their dull existences will light up before going dark forever.
Why are you doing this, Riddler? Haven't you killed enough?
I have a lot of enemies, Batman. While they're still breathing, I still have work to do. I'm trying to get a handle on you, Batman. Partnering with Gordon is one thing. From what I remember of the old days, he's harmless enough.
Yeah, we'll see about that when you're in cuffs.
But the agency, they're a natural enemy to people like you and me. You must be desperate if you're making friends with them. You must be really up against the ropes to want that government scum in your corner.
I don't have to respond to you, Riddler. You're not worth.
You're the one
my
killing
time.
innocents, Riddler.
Jim will speak
You think
for me.
any of these agents are innocent? The agency uses people, Batman. Corrupts them, breaks their minds. I wasn't always like this. The agency made me.
Oh, this is garbage. Yeah, Waller's a hard ass, sure, but she had nothing to do with why he's so messed
I
up.
didn't say Waller, did I? This goes way before her time. But I don't forget. That's the thing about having a mind like mine. You remember everything. Even the things you'd rather not.
Keep talking.
I don't buy it for a second.
I don't give a damn what you think, Commissioner. I just wanted to see if the man who saves everyone is really as good as he believes.
I'm
But then,
speaking no
you
evil.
already answered that for me, didn't you? When you offloaded my puzzle on your friend. Why don't you tell Gordon here what happened to Lucius Fox? Watch out, Commissioner. For all his preaching, Batman knows when to sacrifice a pawn to win the game.
That's not.
It was a smart move. Getting out of the way of the blast. Something only a pragmatist would do.
Don't you dare put your crimes on me.
Come on, Batman. I gave the puzzle to you, didn't I? It's not my fault you couldn't solve it. Look at Gordon. He doesn't know what to make of any of it. Trust is hard-earned, yet easily lost, isn't it? Come on now. Don't get your tights in a twist. I knew you weren't sharp enough to do it on purpose. There's no room at the top for schoolboys who are too squeamish to fight in the gutter. You don't have what it takes to be a player in this town. Not without giving up those values you hold so dear. Game on!
I love this Riddler. He's awesome. He is so awesome. Even though what he said.
I'll wait for Waller and
totally
pass on
unfair.
what we found.
She won't be happy when she finds out Riddler knows about every agency operative in Gotham.
I don't blame her. If they were my cops, no one would be sleeping till we found this Riddler guy.
Just keep your eyes open, Jim. In the meantime, I'll stay on Riddler's tail.
Hey, hold up a sec. What Riddler said in there about the agency, smoke and mirrors, you ask me. But the thing about Lucius Fox and the blast at Wayne Tower, you gotta level with me. You got some connection with that Wayne Tech guy you didn't tell me about?
I'm gonna tell Jim.
Lucius Fox was an ally of mine. That got him killed.
I gotta say, the fact I had to learn about it from Riddler instead of you, it doesn't sit right with me at all.
Hey, I didn't lie to you about
I
it.
thought we had some trust, you and I. What do you expect me to do with this? Am I just
Decide.
supposed to sit on my hands?
It's your decision.
Pretend I
Jim.
never heard any of it?
It's your decision. It's up
You are your own man, Jim. You'll come to your own decision.
I mean, I wasn't born yesterday. I know you probably have a network of civilians working for you. You can't do the kinds of things you do without a gigantic support system. Oh, to hell with it. I never heard what I heard in there. All right?
Thank you, Jim. I mean, like Jim.
Batman.
It's one of those things where there's that tropey. It's kind of tropey. That tropey story with superheroes, where they're like, "Oh, I can't let my loved ones be involved because I need to protect them," which is part of the reason why they do the whole. They do the whole secret identity so that their loved ones don't get hurt because of what they're doing. If people don't know it's them, then people can't get to their loved ones in order to hurt them to get at the superhero. So it's that happens quite often. So it's another it's a similar situation here where it's like, okay, Gordon, look, I mean, yeah, like I love and enjoy working with you. We're allies. But at the end of the day, you have to decide for yourself if it's worth working with me, knowing that people who get mixed up in the stuff that Batman does, the things Batman gets involved in is by nature dangerous. But to be fair, Commissioner Gordon is a police officer. He's a commissioner. So there's a level of risk to that as well. He's a police officer. Police officers, they risk their lives all the time. And Commissioner Gordon, the commissioner of Gotham City, also risks his life all the time. So I don't understand, really. I sense a disconnect. What makes Commissioner Gordon's normal work? How is that any more dangerous, really? I mean, what is teaming up with Batman? How is that even more dangerous, necessarily, than what he normally does day to day as a commissioner for Gotham? Like, he risks his life all the time. Is him working closely with Batman really that different? And yeah, the Riddler was trying to twist the seam. Oh, Batman is the kind of person who, he knows how to throw the pawns away. He uses civilians and then just tosses them away, which is total. I mean, you and I know that's total BS. And I find it a little forced if Gordon would necessarily just believe that, would necessarily just believe the Riddler over Batman. That's a little contrived for me and a little forced if we're starting to have trust issues over that because the Riddler happens to say something and he doesn't trust Batman's word on things. Especially since I believe they've had such a great rapport up to this point. I don't know, if the game is trying to imply that the commissioner would break down at this point, if their relationship would really be strained because of that, feels a little forced to me. Telltale writers kind of have to throw that out there.
I'm sorry for your loss.
I appreciate it, Jim. I think that went off as well as it could. That ended up doing okay. Oh, Alfred. Jim and I got into a little fight, Alfred. I'm trying to move on. I'm trying to move on from Harvey. I'm trying to establish this awesome
I
relationship
heard your
with Jim.
discussion with Commissioner Gordon.
And there's drama.
Now he knows that Lucius Fox and the Batman were allies.
Yeah, he does.
Gordon's dangerously close to figuring out who you are.
I'm okay with that, actually.
If he does find out, I have no idea how he'll react. It's not a chance you can afford to take.
He looked me straight in the eye, Alfred.
Oh.
He's been our friend a long time. He deserves to know.
Oh.
I understand that, Bruce, but he's still too close for comfort. I'm sorry, but he is. You were radio silent for so long. Tell me, did you find out how Lucius died?
This is a missile I found in Riddler's workshop. The explosion at Wayne Tower. We were thinking about it all wrong. The puzzle wasn't an explosive. It was an emitter. When it was solved, it emitted a signal. You heard it earlier. If allowed to play too long, it becomes a launch signal.
Dear God! You did solve the box. We just didn't know it.
The Batcave scrambler blocked the signal.
Poor Lucius. Wayne Tower offered no such protections. Our tight little family has gotten smaller because of it. It was the three of us looking out for each other. Now it's two.
With Lucius gone, we need to find someone to take over his role.
No one could ever fill his shoes.
Well...
But you're right.
Well...
Between the Lady Arkham affair and losing Lucius in this gruesome fashion, it's clear we're up against a new class of criminal.
Choose the
This
person
war of
to recruit?
ours, it may be too much for us on our own.
Can we choose?
The list of agency operatives from Riddler's workshop. He plans to do the same thing to them.
It's a hit list.
Yeah.
It's only useful if he has a way to target the agents, though. And I doubt he's sending them all puzzle boxes. Hold on, let's just walk through it.
Includes names and phone numbers for all agency operatives in Gotham. Communications grid.
He's hacked their cell phones. He can pinpoint the location of any one of these operatives.
Agency cell phones. Missile launcher.
And he can broadcast his signal through their phone to make them a target of a missile strike.
Can you block it?
If I can get a clean copy of the signal, yes.
Oh, Lucius.
It's the only way I can get a clean version of the signal. It's pretty grim, Alfred. You don't have to watch.
I can handle it. I've never been one to shy away from duty, however unpleasant it may be.
You are a rock, Alfred.